Well, today is day 299 in our journey through the Word, and I have to admit, just looking at my something new, um, I just have to pray that I don't fit into that category. The religious leaders, because this is just not the ministers on staff now that we could really look at ourselves. You don't have to be a church staff member to be considered a religious leader. Do we enjoy, as Christians or as Baptist or as a Church of Christ or as another denomination, do we enjoy being paraded around, going around and people recognizing us because of our church or because of our religious affiliation? Do we enjoy that type of limelight, just spotlight on us because of that? Do we, because of our positions, enjoy that, people looking up to us? Do we enjoy having that special seat of honor? We do that too often with our ministers, our pastors, who we put up on a pedestal, and we want to give them honor different than what we do others. That's not right. And if it's ever of their mindset that that's what they deserve because of their who they are or the office they hold or the position they hold, that is not right. And that's what Jesus is teaching about today. Is the religious leaders liked parading around. They liked receiving the respectful greetings, and they liked having the seats of honor. But there's a yet in there. Yet they cheated, and they pretended to be pious. They pretended, I'm having trouble with that this morning, pretended to be sincere, yet they weren't. Their hearts were not pure. Their hearts were not pure. And we see that. And Jesus goes on to talk about these leaders who said, if we had lived in the days of our ancestors, we would never have been, or we never would have joined them in killing the prophets. It's easy for us to pick up this book today and say, oh, had that been me, I would not have treated the prophets that way. I would have recognized Jesus as the Messiah. And I pray that that is true. But sadly, sin, pride takes over so many times. And I think that we see that today in our teaching with the religious leaders. They so enjoy those positions, yet they were not pure at heart. Thus, they could not see who Jesus really was. Again, as we read earlier, a couple of days ago, that many of these religious leaders believed, yet they would not openly profess it because they were scared that the Pharisees throw them out of the synagogue. For they enjoyed the praises of man more than they enjoyed the praises of God. That's where we are talking today in the religious leaders. They enjoyed the praises of man more. They enjoyed parading around. They enjoyed receiving respectful greetings. They enjoyed having the seats of honor. We need to guard our hearts that we don't get to the point where it is more important for us to have the praise of man than the praise of God. We need to constantly, we can't just say, oh, no, not me. In the days ahead, we'll see that in Peter. Oh, no, not me. Oh, yes. We need to constantly guard our hearts. Because as soon as we crack that door, Satan runs in. The other of today, in our reading today, was what is the greatest commandment? What is the most important command? What is the greatest? And Jesus said, love with all. The Lord our God is the one and only Lord. There is no other. Yet we prostitute ourselves to others, to things, to position, to prestige, to that place of wanting that place of honor. The Lord our God is the one and only Lord. And you must love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your soul, with all your mind, and with all your strength. With everything that you have, love the Lord your God. He didn't say their God. It's your God. It's my God. Love him with all our heart, our soul, our mind, our strength. With everything that we have, we are to love the Lord and love our neighbors as ourselves. That means love everyone else as ourselves. As we go in today, I am reminded that I have to constantly focus on my love for my fellow man, my love for my God. I must constantly guard my heart and pray that God will guard my heart, that I might not become prideful, that I might not become arrogant, that I might not think more highly of myself, that I might not pretend to be pious, that it is true, that my heart is found faithful to God, and my actions are found true and sincere, and not just for show. I must not think more highly of myself. And I must be faithful to God's command, to love the Lord my God with all I have, and to love my neighbor as myself. Tomorrow is day 300 in our journey through the Word. There's 66 days in this journey. It's been a blessing. So I'm stepping on my toes today. But what a lesson that Jesus has to teach us. I look forward to continuing that on tomorrow in our journey through the Word.